Hey, how's it going, guys? We are here with our GTL match. We are facing the Oakland Arons, coached by LegnaK right here. And before we get anywhere else in this game, I just want you guys to know we did make a trade. We traded away our Glade for this Tyrantrum. And it looks to be an integral part of our team. He does have the Kabutops, which I believe learns Rapid Spin. I'm going to check real quickly. That way I can see whether it's worth it. Kabutops, Rapid Spin. It does learn Rapid Spin, which can suck for us. I didn't bring Energy Ball on anything. His Electivire is going to be really annoying because we can't just Volt Switch out on Raikou. But other than that, it's not a bad lead. It will force a switch on pretty much anything. Electivire's not the scariest thing. I could also go out into my Bubble Bath Duck. All my names were made by my girlfriend, so I'm going to lead off with the Raikou. It's a really great lead. He leads off with the Aggron right here, and I don't have the Aura Sphere. So right here, I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch. If he goes out and do his Electivire, I believe that thing gets, it gets Motor Drive. So he could predict that, but he doesn't. He decides to stay in. We do 33%. I want to see our Raikou, Bubbly Cat, versus an Omega AGG our Volt Switch. He could be this standard set. He's at least somewhat invested, especially. And here I expect him to set up rocks. So I'm going to go out into my Tyrantrum because I want to set up my own rocks. Also, this thing has a really strong Earthquake. So that's always fun. I'm going to set up my Stealth Rocks. That'll force him out into the Kabutops if he is, in fact, Rapid Spin. And here I'm just going to hit him up with an Earthquake. Earthquake should be able to do a lot of damage. See, he goes for the Power-Up Punch. Not that big of a deal. Stealth Rocks kind of sucks that he brought that against me. But I think our team should be able to survive. I do have Faint Mega Pinsir. We do 21%. He goes for the Autonomize. I'm not sure how much that's going to help him. And our Tyrantrum, I'm just going to look this up. We brought Depressed Dinosaur. Our Earthquake, it did 21%. So something tells me I don't know. I'm going to go for a Dragon Tail right here. He goes for the Iron Head. But Dragon Tail's really nice. We get him to go out into his Klefki, wondering what he might have on Klefki. We can't Dragon Tail this out, obviously. He goes for the Spikes, and I'm just going to go for the Earthquake. Earthquake really does hurt his team. He could switch out. If he goes out into the Aggron, it's dead. He decides to instead set up a Reflect. I do have the Alakazam, which, if we don't miss, should be able to take on the rest of his team. Talonflame's annoying and everything, but he's going to get another layer of Spikes up. So thinking about what I want to do here, I think I'll just go for the Earthquake. Because he would probably just go out into Aggron again right here. It's not the biggest threat. And wearing down an Aggron that we can assume doesn't have rest based off of a Power-Up Punch Iron. Oh yeah, it does not have rest. It has no way to recover. So this thing, it's pretty much useless. I'm just going to go for an Earthquake. He goes for the Iron Head. And since he has the Reflect up, I'm going to see how much... I could go out into Raikou right here. I could very easily go out into Raikou. I could also think about going into Mega Pinsir. If he's, let's just say he's 252, going for an Iron Head. He does about 50% to me. We do have the Stealth Rocks up. I would go in right now, but I'm kind of afraid of the Electivire and that switching. Because we only get one switch into Pinsir. So right here, I could go into Alakazam, risk the Focus Miss. I could also go out into Raikou or Suicune. I'll go out into Raikou. Right here, I'm just going to go for Volt Switch. We know it'll kill. And getting rid of this Mega Aggron, it's nice. But I kind of want to bait him. Yeah, he goes out into the Electivire like I thought he would. So right here, I'm not really sure what he would want to do right here. I'm going to go out into my Porygon. Porygon's kind of my stall. I expect him to be physical. If he's special, that's interesting. He is Motor Drive, and he is physical. He goes for Earthquake. He's Life Orb. I'm just going to recover right here. He goes for the Cross Chop. Hello. So a Electivire, NU offensive versus Porygon 2. Our Bubble Bath Duck from an Earthquake. He's Life Orb. Looks about right. I don't think a Cross Chop would have killed. Yeah, a Cross Chop would not have killed, so he's gonna go for another Cross Chop. It does 51%. I'm gonna go for the Ice Beam, get that nice residual damage. I'm gonna go for a Recover. Hopefully he does not get a high roll. He does not, luckily. I think he's Adamant. Yeah, he has to be Adamant to get that damage, and he can get over 50% done. I'm just going to keep recovering. Stall him out. There's nothing he can really do to beat this unless he crits. So that's always a good thing. I made sure to bring physically defensive Porygon to mostly because I expected Electivire to be physical. Okay, so after this, I feel like he almost has to go into Malamar. So we're gonna have 62%. It's nice for us. He could go out into the Talonflame. Talonflame would be a threat, but I feel like Porygon has potential to take down most of his core. He goes out into the Kabutops. Here, I'm going to go for a Discharge. He goes for the Rapid Spin. That's kind of a smart play, but, I mean, we get a lot off. I'm going to go for the Recover. We see that he was Life Orb. He's going to die to his Life Orb recoil, so I feel like it's best just to recover up, make sure we're at the highest HP possible. He goes for a Waterfall. It does 26%. And we do get the Recover off, which is brilliant. Superb. And we get all the way up to 98%. He could send in his Mega Aggron, but I'm pretty sure we kill it with the Discharge. Talonflame dies to the Discharges, and we do have a Signal Beam for a Malamar coming in. And it should do about half. And that's to specially defensive. So he goes for the knockoff. And we do 82%. So I'm going to go for another signal beam. He goes for the superpower here. It does 55%, but we get rid of that. He's now left to Talonflame and Mega Aggron. This game's looking pretty good for us. Talonflame can't really do much. I'm pretty sure Suicune should be able to survive. I think we have this game pretty much in the bag. I'm just going to do a quick little check versus a Talonflame. If he's the Revenge Killer Choice Band Adamant set, after Stealth Rock and 2 spikes, he's still only 2 hit KOs. I'm going to go for the Discharge. He goes for the Brave Bird. He's Life Orb, so that's great for us. I'm just going to go into my Sweet Raccoon. Again, my girlfriend came up with these names, so if you guys like them, let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll have her name them more often. But, yeah, this game, it looks like our Suicune should be able to kill, which is always great, especially after his Brave Bird damage and the Life Orb. If he does switch out into Aggron, I'm pretty sure that just dies. So there's not really a point. Looks like our defensive core is able to beat him. I feel like he really should have brought his Kyurem. His Kyurem would have been a pain to deal with. But I don't know. He goes for the Sword Stance. We bring him down to 13%. He dies to another Brave Bird. And we do have the Feint on the Mega Pinsir, so it's no big deal. I'll just go for the Scald. He goes for the Brave Bird. He does get the kill, but he dies as well. I'm going to go out into Angry Bugman. And I don't know if you could hear her, but she's laughing in the background. So I'm going to try and get Angry Bugman this last kill with close combat. If we don't get it, then oh well, we get a kill later. So we do get the kill, and that's the end of the game. Your Houston Tynamo have just continued our winning streak. We are now, I believe, 6-0. Pretty good. Next week, we face Adam. Some inter-channel rivalry going to happen. And just so you guys do know, Latios is on the waiver wire. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets traded in the coming weeks. I have a potential trade in the offering with Sky Trainer Silver. So we'll keep that in mind. But if you guys enjoyed this battle, let me know in the comments. Leave likes, and if you guys really like this stuff, subscribe to the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good day.